I'm Taibu, and this is Alan, Nathaniel, and Sun. In our group, we did investing in renewable modes of transportation on college campuses.
The issue. Transportation accounts for around 30% of energy demand in the US. This leads all sources of greenhouse gas emissions in the US. One major area contributing to our greenhouse gas emission crisis is on college campuses and university. 85% of college students across the country are commuters. Problem at home. 70% of students that attend Bridgewater commute to campus. That would mean that roughly 6,685 students of the 9,550 students that attend Bridgewater State use their own vehicle to travel to school daily.
So we believe that an investment in renewable modes of transport in college contributes to solving a wide array of challenges facing the environment, economy, and society. Some of the possibilities that we looked into were the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, or the EPA, reports that transportation constitutes the single largest source of greenhouse gas emissions in the United States, accounting for approximately 29% of the total. This makes transportation a very critical area for sustainability initiatives. Transitions to renewable alternatives, like buses, can greatly reduce emissions while at the same time improving air quality, directly benefiting students, faculties, and staff's health by reducing risks associated with respiratory conditions. Then there is renewable bike sharing, which has reduced car trips by 20% according to the EPA, thus not only reducing emissions, but also reducing traffic congestion in busy campuses. From an economic standpoint, renewable transportation saves a lot over time. For instance, electric cars require less maintenance compared to the traditional fuel-burning machines and are cheaper to fuel. Campuses can cut their expenses further by installing solar-powered charging stations that tap renewable energy to keep electric cars moving, while slicing overall energy bills. Beyond the financial and environmental advantages, renewable transportation systems enhance the quality of life on campus through healthier, more active modes of commuting, like biking and walking. It further strengthens the reputation of the campus by drawing environmentally aware students and branding it as a leader in sustainability. So one of the UN SDG goals that we looked into with this project was number 13, which was climate change. So with renewable transportation, colleges address not only pressing current environmental concerns, but also contribute to international endeavors towards the struggle with climate change, in tune with the initiatives like the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 13, calling for urgent action to be taken on climate issues, such as investment in a cleaner, healthier, and more efficient future, shows how campuses can be both innovative and responsible when approaching the transportation challenges of today.
So one of the leaders that are in sustainability is Matthew St. Clair. He is a chief sustainability officer at the University of California, and he enacted policies to promote more sustainable transportation practices on UC campuses. Like in this video, this is UC Long Beach.
There are many solutions that we can use to help solve these issues and provide more renewable methods of transportation on college campuses. These methods include to improve renewable methods of transportation on college campuses are abundant through research and education. Implementation is where a significant amount of progress towards lowering carbon emissions on college campuses occurs. Three major methods to lower carbon emissions through transportation are less single occupancy transportation, utilization of electric vehicles, and use of renewable fuels in infrastructure. According to the University of California's Board of Sustainability, in 2022, 70% of the students and faculty of the university commuted to campus by walking, carpool, vanpool, bus, and biking. The extreme increase in use of multiple occupancy transportation, along with walking and bicycles, have led the University of California to make great strides in achieving its zero emission goals on the campus. Using electric vehicles for service fleets on college campuses can also, however, lower emissions by operations from these higher education facilities. Gas and diesel-powered vehicles are commonly used for maintenance and garbage disposal purposes, which release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, especially when they are left at idle. Use of electric vehicles allow for no emissions to be released and can even help reduce smog on campuses in urban areas. Buses are also made to use biofuels and run extremely efficient on smaller amounts of fuel, with most of them being hybrids. To aid the use of electric vehicles, creating sufficient and renewable infrastructure on campuses is incredibly important. Generation of electricity through solar power can provide sufficient clean energy to power electric vehicles without the need to rely on fossil fuels. In conclusion, use of electric vehicles, hybrid biofuel buses, and carpooling can make college campuses have renewable modes of transportation for students and faculty. This is the first step in helping reduce carbon emissions locally and globally, keeping the environment clean for all, especially with the sheer amount of students that commute to colleges every year. On our BSU campus, installation of more solar panels and EV charging stations are the first steps in moving towards net zero emissions, especially with transportation. The encouragement of using the bus system on the campus and growing its range to service even more commuting students instead of using single occupant transportation will not only save families money, but create greener transportation and reducing emissions in the Bridgewater area, making energy more available and more affordable for everybody.